Everyone needs a buddy, don't you think? Dr. Tiffany Ahlberg is here this morning with Ahlberg Audiology, and she says bring a buddy when you come to see her. Right?
I think, it's always important to have a companion with you when you go to an appointment. And I feel like that's especially true with our office, because you're getting all of this information. And I joke, and this is a joke, so no offense to marriage counselors, but I always joke that I'm half marriage counselor, family counselor, half audiologist, because there's two views when people come into our office. And so I have one person who is in complete denial that they have any hearing problem whatsoever, and then the family member over there going, yes, you have a problem, yes, you can't hear, yes, the TV's too loud, you can't understand, you're missing out, you're withdrawing from all the situations. And it's like the person with the problem sometimes doesn't realize that.
Right.
So it's always good to have the input from a family member so that they can, so we can kind of talk it out.
Right.
And
also just to understand what options are, because if you're coming in for a first appointment, it's going to be a lot of information they're hearing for the first time, and you want someone to remind you, yeah, I heard that too.
Yes. I mean, not only the test results, but if someone does choose to move forward with hearing devices, which is a decision in the appointment. Okay, you have a hearing loss. Are you choosing to move forward with something to help you with that? So that's a decision. Yesterday I had someone in the office, and thankfully his wife was there with him, but I forget sometimes, even though this is what I do, like how many decisions there is, like the decision of what style of device once you make that decision to move forward, the color of the device, the technology of the device, the brand of the device. So there's a huge amount of choices to be made.
So if you're going into an appointment for the first time, is there any homework you can do before you get there so that you can maybe make those decisions a little bit easier?
We almost need that hearing test before we can really start making decisions, because it really depends on that person's unique needs and their hearing loss. I mean, one of the things that someone can do before the appointment that really helps us out is just think about their lifestyle and think about the places that they are in where they have the most issues.
Okay.
Because whenever someone comes into the office, I mean, we do have to think about what is going to be best for their particular hearing needs. Hearing loss. But we also, there's a part of it that's really not audiology related. We help people make these decisions, but it's lifestyle related. Do you need help in background noise? Do you live a quiet lifestyle? Is it only TV and one family member that you need to hear? Then we can look at lower cost options. But if someone is, they're in restaurants and they have trouble in party noise and background noise situations, then we need to kind of have that information so we can have a technology that's going to fit those needs.
Okay, so on that one, let's freeze for a minute. If somebody's watching and maybe it's their husband or wife who's maybe has the hearing loss and they're thinking, okay, I've got to do this for them, should they take some time and make notes, the spouse, of what they're seeing? Yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's a great idea.
Okay.
Like in the office, we have a questionnaire that we will, if we feel like we need it, we'll go over with the companion, like what kind of situations are you noticing that the person is having problems in. So
we are coming into the holidays, so people who, extended family getting together, it's a sensitive topic. Remind people of the importance of being mindful of somebody has hearing loss. Don't talk to them with your back turned or from the other room.
I feel like that's another reason that it's important to bring a companion, because sometimes it is about realistic expectations. Like if you can't see somebody, it's unrealistic that they can hear you from another room. So if they're not visually available in front of you, then they're probably not going to hear everything that you say. It's just unrealistic. So sometimes I think it's important to remind family members of, even if we do treat this hearing loss, you can't be in the closet and talk to your spouse in the bathroom and expect them to be able to hear and understand.
In some cases, is even having your back to the person a problem?
I mean, think about, it's really, and I use this analogy not a lot, but think about the sound waves. Like water. And so if you direct a water hose towards someone, you're going to get them more wet. It's a direct line of sight. You're going to hit them. And the same thing with a sound wave. Sound travels at different speeds depending on if it's a low frequency bass sound or a high frequency sound. But you're going to have the best odds of that person hearing you if you're closer to them and you're right in front of them. So if your back is turned, your voice is going that way and not this way.
Okay, and then to what we hear about people waiting years before they finally do come to see you, even though it's important that they get their hearing checked for their own sake, it does affect the family.
It does.
And they do want you back.
It does. I mean, I have people come in all the time that says, if you don't do something about this, my wife's going to leave me. And I know they're half joking, but it's a family matter. It really is. So yes.
Okay, in terms of making an appointment to come see you, maybe spend the weekend at least doing a little homework. Make sure that you've got those notes in place, but just call and make an appointment. Is that right?
Absolutely. We're there for you.
Different insurance companies have different policies and coverage.
We check the benefits prior to the appointment.
Okay.
Yes.
There are 2 locations in Cleveland, now also up in Athens. They will welcome you in either location and make you feel very comfortable. And you know what? If you're over about 45 or 50, go ahead and get that baseline hearing test too. That's a great time in your life to get that done.
Absolutely.
Thanks for seeing me.
Thank you.
Real estate fees have been the same since the dinosaurs. Not anymore, thanks to 1% List Scenic City. We're a full-service real estate firm saving you thousands selling your home. Call 1% List Scenic City today.
I've been here a short while. I've made great friends. The food is great, and I'm home.
Everything is taken care of. I'm living a dream.
There's always something fun to do here. Fitness classes, bus outings, and ever so much more.
No more housekeeping.
Say goodbye to maintenance.
I love this place.
Life is so good at Hickory Valley.
Come see where friendships flourish, families come together, and the staff knows you by name.
At Tasteful Gatherings, we believe every special event deserves extraordinary food